In India, women can only go to the toilet twice a day. Because there are no toilets in Indian homes. Early in the morning, all the women take the bronze potty out of the house. They have to go to a desolate place several kilometers away to go to the toilet. But a girl broke the tradition of several thousand years here. Her name Jaya, an intellectual class girl. Today is her wedding day. Early in the morning, there was a knock on the door to wake Jaya. She opened the door to see the women carrying the potty. They came to call Jaya to go to the toilet. She was very surprised by this. She asked her husband why he didn't tell her there was no toilet. The husband just said that all women in the village have to go to the toilet. Jaya had to take the potty with everyone. The girl next door said, the whole village has no toilet. After walking for more than 1 hour, they finally arrived. Seeing this scene, Jaya threw the potty to the ground. She told her husband, if he didn't handle this she would go back to her mother's house. He had to propose to his father that he wanted to build a toilet in the house. Unexpectedly, the father objected and was very angry. Because of the Indian concept, the toilet is a very dirty place. If you go to the toilet in the house, you will anger the gods. And he is also a Hindu. If Jaya didn't go out to go to the toilet, he would go on a hunger strike. Her husband had to let Jaya go to the neighbor's toilet. But going to the toilet at the neighbor's house doesn't last long. One evening, she hurriedly called her husband to wake up. Because she ate something, her stomach hurt so she had to go to the toilet. The couple went quite far to arrive. She couldn't stand this scene anymore, so she argued with her father-in-law. The husband in between the two is also very awkward. The next day, he took Jaya to the train station. It turns out that the train stops in the village every day for 7 minutes. Just like that, Jaya can use the toilet on the train every day. As usual, Jaya just went to the toilet. But there are lines of customers stuffing their luggage in front of the toilet. She pushed and shouted, waiting for them to move all the luggage. As soon as she got out, the train started. The husband had to watch his wife being taken away by train. At night, the husband came to steal a public toilet. When he got home, he immediately covered the toilet. He went in to call his wife, but she was already at her mother's house. Before he could wait for his wife to return, he was arrested. It turned out that the father found out, and reported to the police to arrest him. Not long after, Jaya also rushed to sponsor her husband. She was extremely angry because she wanted a toilet. It's a very reasonable thing, they don't need to be so sneaky. But Jaya left because her husband's house didn't have a toilet. It was published in the newspaper. The whole village sent people to her mother's house to blame Jaya. They said she shouldn't leave home because of this a little bit thing. This made the whole family lose face in front of the village. Her mother also advised her not to make a big deal out of it. Her father couldn't take it anymore. He felt that his daughter did not cause any nonsense. Because this country doesn't have enough respect for women. And their biggest obstacle is themselves. The husband standing outside is also embarrassed. He was determined to build a toilet for his wife. He proposed this to the village meeting but was opposed. The reason is that no one has gone to the toilet in the house for thousands of years. Even the women in the village disagree. To quickly pick up his wife, the husband decided to build a toilet in your house first. A few days later, the first toilet in the village was completed. He happily informed his wife to let her return. But the next morning, the father ruined the toilet he just built. I completely collapsed. Why is it so difficult to build a toilet? That night, Jaya thought about 1,700 years without a divorce in the village. That idea popped into her head. The first time the divorce was caused by the toilet was published in the newspaper. Everyone in the village was in an uproar. They thought Jaya had embarrassed them. Soon a reporter came to interview Jaya. In front of the camera, Jaya made this practice public for the first time. The reporter asked her, who is in charge of this divorce? Jaya replied that the women will go to the toilet tomorrow. They finally realized this. One by one, they threw away all the potions in their hands. All women in the village go on strike. But Jaya's divorce day has come. Her husband wants to take Jaya to run far away from this place. But Jaya is very determined, she wants to fight to the end. They filed for divorce in court, but there was a letter sent to her. After watching it, she cancelled the divorce papers of the two of them. Because the government has already agreed to build toilets in their village. So the minister, after knowing this, locked all toilets in all offices. Just one day passed, There was immediately approved to build a toilet. One night, her husband's grandmother suddenly had a stomachache. She was about to go out but was not careful and fell. I just had to ask my father-in-law to help me to the broken toilet. He finally realized the importance of the toilet. The struggle to build this toilet is finally won. Their efforts changed the fates of 600 million Indian women.